So,
Jesus.
it's a hard all week, man. Cooper Cup down. Looks like he's gone for the season now with an ACL tear.
Yeah.
And that's a huge hole for the poor Rams, and that receiver.
Jesus, what are they going to do now?
Well, who's available now? I think Des Bryant's looking for... Oh, no. Forget it.
Forget it.
Hi, and welcome to week 11 of the I Formation. I'm Geoff Gibbons.
Barry Fitzgerald.
Barry Fitzgerald. That was good, man. I like that. Awesome. Well, week 10's in the books. And week 10, actually looking across the CBS list of experts, the pundits as it were.
Yep.
Best anyone ever did this week was 9-5. We were in, I was in at 8-6 this week. And you were in at 7-7. And our mystery picker from last week, a sad Jags fan, who is none other than Jared Reed from St. John's. Thank you, Jared.
Good job, buddy.
He was in at 8-6 as well this week. So that puts the mystery pickers composite at 84-64. It puts Barry at 89-59. And now my 8-6 this week, I'm 92-56. So a little bit of space, but that's only early. Still lots of weeks yet.
Good job, man. Congratulations
Still
again.
Lots of weeks yet.
You squeezed me out again this week. Good job.
Squeeze you out again, man. Yeah. It's all good. Our mystery picker this week is none other than
Coco Bomb.
Coco Bomb. So we'll see what Coco has to say. Coco Bomb has to say about picks this week. Let's jump right to it, man. Right week 11. Some interesting developments this week. We'll get to those. First, we'll start off with the first game of the week. Green Bay is in Seattle on Thursday night to play the Seahawks. How do you see this, I wonder?
Well, I know how I'd like to see it. I wish Barry was home. My son, he's a big Green Bay fan, and we could watch this one together. Good luck. I know he's offshore, but Seattle, man, another heartbreaking loss this week. Still got that running back Carson out. I like him here, though. I think it's going to be a real tough game. Green Bay's not immune to injuries here, though. They've got a big number of people out again. Of course, they still got Rodgers with his knee and Cobb with a hamstring and stuff like that. But on the Seattle side, that's right. Jimmy Graham is hurting too. So I think it's a must for Seattle. Obviously, of course, all the games are, as they say now. But they're 4-5, and I think they're gonna pull this one out at home.
And our mystery picker Coco Bama's going there. I feel Green Bay builds on the Miami win last week, and I think that they hand Seattle a very, very forceful blow this week to their playoff chances. Right. So I think I'm saying Green Bay by a touchdown. Next, we've got Tennessee, the Tennessee Giant Killers,
woo,
who are in Indianapolis this week to play the Colts.
Well, what I saw and heard this week was music to my ears. No pun intended for the Tennessee Titans, but how can you not cheer for the Tennessee Titans this week after that big game against New England the other day?
Very easily. I'm going Indianapolis.
What's Coco saying?
Coco's going with Tennessee as well.
Okay.
But you know what?
Two great minds think alike.
Yeah. And we all know how the rest of that goes.
Yes, right.
Anyway, we'll see. I think Indianapolis at home, who are building on a theme.
Yeah, we'll see.
Won a few games now. We'll see how it happens. Next, we got Philadelphia in New Orleans to play, I think, one of the best teams in the NFL right now, the New Orleans Saints. I'm loving the way that this script is writing itself, Barry.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know, New Orleans looking better and better every week. They're 8-1 now. With a little luck this week, they could be the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting that Des Bryant situation didn't work out. But that could be a lot more scarier than it is right now for other teams around the league had that come to fruition. But I can't. How can you see past New Orleans here?
No, you can't. And like I said, I thought that was the crown jewel. I thought it might have been it. And we both picked New Orleans to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been a real solidifying thing if we could have got Bryant there. But
right.
You know, it's unfortunate. We'll see what happens. But like I say, I think, and it's New Orleans right across the board here. Even our mystery pickers there. Next, we got Baltimore. Baltimore's at home to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, I have Cincinnati in this one. Even though it's interesting because you got Cincinnati in the power rankings now is up to 14. They're playing Baltimore, who are at home but are ranked 20th. So Cincinnati's 5-4 against a 4-5 Baltimore home team. I think Andy Dalton's going to pull one out here.
Yeah.
Road win for Cincinnati is my call.
And you know what? I'm with you there as well. Now, our mystery picker, Coco Baum, is going with Baltimore at home, but it depends on what Baltimore team shows up. Jekyll and Hyde all year.
Yeah.
They're not out of this yet, even at 4-5. I think with a little bit of luck and the way that the AFC is shaping up right now, there's a shot out there as long as they can win a few games. Just like your Seattle Seahawks out in the NFC. Mm-hmm. But I'm going with Cincinnati on this one, and you and our mystery pickers doesn't see it the same way.
Yep.
Next, we've got the divisional matchup. We've got the Minnesota Vikings in Chicago to play the Bears.
Wow, what a game to watch.
Oh boy, I can't wait. I dug up my head.
Who would have thought that the Bears would be first in that division at the beginning of this season, right? So
maybe John Gruden.
John Gruden. Exactly. Chicago for me at home on this one, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Funny enough,
what's Coco saying?
Coco was saying, we're saying Coco Baum. Coco is saying, it could be Coco Chanel. You got to be something careful, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Coco's going with Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Okay.
Minnesota. Minnesota.
Okay.
See, if you can say Coco,
yeah, that's right.
I can say Minneapolis.
Yeah, I know, I hear you.
Yeah, it's Minnesota anyway.
Minnesota, folks, officially is the pick.
And we're both going with the Bears.
Right.
Okay, that's for you, Vince.
Mm.
Okay, next we got Dallas and Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, I mean, America's team on the road again. The plan has been leaked, as you showed on your memes, yeah. Oh man, Atlanta for me, man. I just can't go anywhere near the Dallas Cowboys. Atlanta for me. Sorry, Tony Gauchi, man.
Atlanta at home. If Matty Ice is going to win, he's going to win at home. Yeah. And we'll, and we're right across the board on this. Good. We are unanimous in this.
Unanimous, okay.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Houston in Washington to play the Redskins. Now, both of these teams in at 6-3 right now. Huge implications for both of these teams.
Yeah, and these are two teams that are ranked very close together now, the top 10, 11, and Houston, both 6-3 teams right now. I really like the Texans. And I had to think about this one, but I'm going to stick with Washington in this one, in Maryland, and I think that the Skins are going to pull this one out.
I'll be damned. That's what I went with, and that's what the mystery picker went with.
Okay, good. So
three cheers for the Washington Redskins. Let's see how that all plays out. That team emerging. I'm pretty. That whole division is kind of weird, eh?
Yeah. Dallas is still in it. Like, and who would have,
Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Yes, I know. There's a family show.
Right.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
It's all the Fabulous Thunderbirds. Yeah. Or the Thunderbirds. Fabulous Thunderbirds of Jimmy Vaughn.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? Next, we've got Carolina in Detroit to play the Lions.
Wow. Can't say a lot of good stuff about the Detroit Lions at 3-6, and I know. Riverboat Ron and the rest of that team are watching a lot of tape this week after that humiliating loss against Pittsburgh Thursday night.
So and that humiliating Pepsi commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think you're going to see a different Carolina team, and I'm going with the Panthers on this one.
Okay, so is Coco Baum, but I'm sticking with Detroit at home here. Okay. Thinking about some of the games they played this year, they beat the Patriots. Yeah. It all depends. It all fits together. Carolina looks like a wounded gazelle out around the watering hole right now. They could be right for the picking.
They beat the Patriots with a new head coach that was a defensive coordinator for the Patriots too. So he, like Mike Vrabel, he had a playbook there too, right? So I don't know if he's got the Carolina playbook.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
They do have the home field advantage.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's important. Coming up later.
That's right.
We'll see how that goes. Next, we've got Tampa Bay at the New York Football Giants.
Well, it's shocking to say, but I don't know if many people care about this one.
This is the WGAF Bowl this week.
The Giants had a big game on the road against San Francisco last night, but Tampa's 3-6, one game ahead of the Giants. It's like last week when you had to throw a dart between the Giants and San Francisco. So it's the same thing here for me, but I'm going to support Megan and pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on this one.
Megan, I'm really sorry. I'm going with the Giants at home.
I never get the Giants right, so.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a win at MetLife Stadium, but it's not going to be this week. It's going to be next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, talk about that Monday. Next Tuesday. That's right.
Yeah, and now Coco Bomb also likes the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
So it's just me out of my own here picking the Giants to win at home. And we'll see. Again, not well up the list.
Nope.
Next, we got Oakland in Arizona to play the Cardinals.
Oh, Cousin Larry's got to come off with a win here.
Cousin Larry hit a milestone this week.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about him? or do we want to move to the next game?
No, I'm just saying he hit a milestone.
1-8, 2-7.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Again,
Arizona favorite though.
Who would have really thought that this was going to happen in Week 11? Eh? That kind of those two records. I mean,
John Gruden.
Well, yeah. Besides John Gruden.
Yeah.
But Arizona, I would have given them a chance to be. Yeah. I would have a chance to give them, be in that division, that whole mix. But
yeah.
I'm going with Arizona at home here, and our mystery picker is going with Oakland. Who'd you say, Harry?
I picked Cousin Larry.
Cousin Larry.
Got to stick with the home team here and the love, right, for the
fair enough.
Yeah.
You can see the resemblance if you look really close.
That's right. Yes.
Next, we've got Denver to play the Los Angeles Chargers. How do you make of that? Denver's been a bit of a disappointment this year as well.
Yeah. It's interesting about the Chargers this year, though. As good as they're playing, like they're heavy favorites, obviously, in this game. But when you look at their schedule and the teams they played and the teams they beat, other than Seattle, week before last, they haven't had a whole lot of really good challenges. So, I'm going to pick the Chargers.
They're a soft 7-2.
They're a soft 7-2, I think. Yes, okay. Yes, that's what I think.
All right.
But I'm going to pick the Chargers. I mean, I think that's what the pundits are saying as well. That's my analysis of that one.
We're actually all in with the Chargers right across the board here this week.
Okay.
I'm not a big Phillip Rivers fan, but he's got the job done out there. And we'll just see. I don't expect this to be a great game to watch.
No.
I think that the Chargers will handle them at home.
Yeah.
Next, we got Pittsburgh going into Jacksonville. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who got no trouble putting points on the board these days.
No, as the Carolina Panthers found out last week. And so did the rest of the NFL.
Actually, I kind of knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
But
Pittsburgh on the road, but man, like they are playing scary ball.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you're playing somewhere now, you're playing in the warm climes. You're up and you're playing. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh wins in Jacksonville.
Me too.
Coco Bomb disagrees.
Okay.
Coco Bomb
going with the home team there.
Going with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
And then we've got our Monday nighter.
Yeah.
And this is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. Well, that's obviously the game of the week. You got the two
9-1 teams. Two conference leaders.
Powerhouses squaring off against each other. All due respect to the Saints, I still think they're a better team than the Rams, right? And even though the Rams are going to be at home this week, I'm certainly I just can't say enough about the Kansas City Chiefs. And as you know, in week 1, had a little premonition that the Chiefs were going to have a banner year, and they've done that so far. So on the road in LA, I can't see past the Chiefs. As good as LA is playing now, and they had a big injury this week as well too, as you know. What's your thoughts?
I got to say, we're right across the board here, Kansas City, and being on the road.
Yeah.
Right.
In
LA,
you know.
Yeah, right. But I still can't see past Patrick Mahomes. If you're going to take an over on any game this week, and I think the over's like 69 in this game or something.
64 I put in for the
64?
tiebreaker, yeah.
64.
You know, I mean, you can see it. You can see it happening very easily, right?
Gunslingers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the Seattle Rams game the weekend, or this past Sunday, there was like, I think, 5 scores out of the first 6 possessions. 3 or 4 were touchdowns. So, I mean, I think you're going to see a similar game here. Shootout.
A little bit of trickery and chicanery.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery, of fools.
Yeah.
Scintillating plays.
Yes.
But Kansas City right across the board here.
Yeah.
And that's
Love
huge.
that team. Love that team.
Love to see. I would love to be able to say that all roads would go through Arrowhead Stadium in the AFC, and there's, you know, if they can hold their ground.
Interesting you say that, because as a result of this week, there's a team that plays out of New England that has now dropped out of the bye position in the AFC. So Pittsburgh is their number 2 now, I believe.
Yes, because they're 7-2-1.
Yes. And by virtue of the fact that they're a division winner, and
that puts the Patriots down as number 3.
Yeah,
but still a lot of ball to play yet.
That's right.
Yeah, and
as we shall see.
If nothing else, my 5-5 Dolphins maybe the last week of the season could do some damage.
Well, geez, if the Buffalo Bills can make the playoffs last year, listen, anything's possible.
I'll hold on to that.
Yeah.
As I wear my Chicago hat today.
There you go, yeah.
Folks, that's how we see it.
That's it.
We want to encourage you to put your picks up as well on our Facebook page. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. Like our site. Pass it along. A few more likes this week. We're up to 214 or something now.
Yeah.
So a few more people.
Yeah.
Love to hear your comments. And if you're interested in being a mystery picker, you know how to reach us. You can reach us through any of these pieces of social media, or you can contact us at theiformation@gmail.com. So, games, like I said, respect the games this week, or enjoy the games and respect the games. Don't drink or smoke and drive. Got anything else?
Right.
I know people need to be places.
All good, man. People got stuff to do again.
Yeah,
right?
all right.
I got a flight to catch 5 o'clock, so.
Yeah, all right. All right. Well then, thanks very much, folks. We'll see you again next week, and until then, it's good night for me.
And me too.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
That's it. This is week 11, right? As it was pointed out to you.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Yes, by one of our fans. Thank you very much.
Oh, we're not started yet.
No. Okay, good enough. Whatever.